Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on stage this evening. Make some noise for David Doyle!
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Grand Hotel. On behalf of all of the trustees of the Benevolent Society, I would like to wish you all a very warm welcome to our 89th charity ball. I think I'm looking quite good on it, 89th.
Good evening, everybody. I'm delighted to see so many friends here tonight. Thank you, and well done to the Benevolent Society team for putting on yet another fantastic ball at this wonderful venue. The Association's Chairs Award recognises outstanding contribution of an individual or a business within the jewellery industry. We are most thankful to Gary Williams and the team at Pressman Mastermelts for sponsoring this award. But we regret that Gary can't be with us tonight to help with making the presentation. However, Gary has prepared a short speech to help introduce the individual whose name will be the very first placed on the silver Armada dish we have had made by the wonderful Andy McGowan. The individual will also receive a silver goblet to keep by way of recognition from the association. Thank you, Andy, and thank you, Gary, again, and the team from Pressman for your sponsorship. This year, as chair, I wanted the award to pay particular interest to ongoing commitment and dedicated service to the jewellery trade, to which the panel and I received several compelling recommendations from members right across the country, all of which have done some extraordinary things for the jewellery community. However, there was one individual the judging panel felt would be most suitable, and I will now refer to Gary's speech to introduce that person. Last year, the judging panel decided that the Chair's Award would be shared by the Goldsmiths Company, the Benevolent Society, and the Silversmiths and Jewellers Charity for their incredible collaborative work in supporting the trade through COVID. This year, the independent judges have rightly decided, in my opinion, that in the acknowledgement of his lifelong, and should I add, selfless commitment to the trade he loves, this prestigious award should be bestowed upon one of our industry's best loved characters. Starting his own jewellery company in the Jewellery Quarter at only 23 years of age, this recipient, who I am proud to call my friend, went on to become a guardian of the Birmingham Assay Office, a past chairman of the British Jewellers Association, a freeman of the Worshipful Company of Goldsmiths and the City of London, and a president of the British Jewellery and Giftware Federation. He also served for several years as a judge of the Retail Jeweller, UK Jewellery Awards, sits on the Regional Advisory Council for the CBI in the West Midlands, and is a member of the Bank of England Policy Advisory Committee. Whilst president of the British Allied Trade Federation, his incredible can-do attitude was integral in helping the path for the National Association of Goldsmiths and the British Jewellers Association to join together to form the excellent National Association of Jewellers, creating a single trade body to represent retailers, manufacturers, designer makers, and all the allied services. Was a momentous achievement. Believe me, we could have never made it happen without this person's patience, commitment in navigating the minefield of entrenched politics. Also, I myself would like to add to Gary's words here, to personally pay a special thanks on behalf of the NAJ for this important role as our NHA president. Having steered us successfully through uncertain times of COVID, he continues to support and nurture our team and grow the association and its core values to what they are today, keeping it relevant and fit for purpose for all our members. The winner of tonight's award is almost single-handedly responsible for raising hundreds of thousands of pounds in support of our Trade Benevolent Fund, as well as putting on fundraising events for the Birmingham Children's Hospital and the Acorns Hospice. Tonight's fantastic ball is just one example of the Svengali-like sway he holds across the industry. It's a measure of this man that at his request we're either sponsoring something, donating something, or purchasing something from his auctions. And more often than not, he manages to get us to do all three. I'm sure everyone now knows. The well-deserved winner of this year's Chairs Award is, of course, the most amazing Mr. David Doyle. Well done. Thank you. Well done.
It's just beautiful.
Isn't it? Look, there you are. Well done.
I don't have to say anything, do I?
Yeah. So, David, if you would just stay here with me, please. I'd like to invite Gary and Gay onto the stage, please, to say a few words as well.
I just can't believe it.
You're amazing. You're amazing.
On the 2nd of June, 1980, our charity officially became the Benevolent Society after an amalgamation of several BATF charitable funds, which had existed in one form or another since 1939. These words, we exist to provide support for those who gave themselves to make our wonderful industries what it is today and support the next generation, are a direct quote from one of the key supporters and drivers behind our society, our Vice Chairman, David Doyle. David informed his fellow trustees of his intention to retire a year ago. He joined as a trustee in 2003, 2003, and he became our vice chairman in 2008. He has been instrumental in our growth and development. When he joined, the charity needed a fresh impetus and direction in order to continue to meet its aims.
In fact, that's not quite true, Gay. At the time, the BATF board parachuted David into the charity to close it down due to the lack of support. But with David's inevitable style and determination, he set about helping build the charity into what it is today. Many of those here today have observed firsthand how David not only got involved, but threw himself into being the lead organiser of our major fundraising event, the Ball. This ball, and all the balls since his time in office. What a load of balls. Under his watch, this event has become one of the most successful and loved fundraising events in the industries we represent. There have been countless teddy bears auctioned, some amazing one-off experiences, and even light-up reindeer. Some fabulous venues, and of course, David's very own bright and colourful waistcoats, which once seen and never forgotten. What David has done for the charity really cannot be summed up in a few words, but he's ensured where we can give, we give, and where we can help, we help. From the starting of careers to the caring of those who are falling on hard times, his mantra has always been, let's ensure we make the difference. Now, many here tonight have been the victim of David's very, very, very successful chugging skills. You know who you are. We thank you all so much for your valued and much appreciated support. And because David is retiring, it doesn't mean you'll be free. Just a different voice in the future.
We couldn't possibly let this occasion pass without recording our gratitude to our friend and our colleague who has given of himself to make our wonderful charity what it is today. David, we thank you from the very bottom of our hearts. We also cannot forget a very special lady, Jan, David's wife. Who stands behind his side through many hours of conversation. Not that David can talk a lot. Jan has supported David's many, many hours of hard work on behalf of our charity. Please, can you join us, Jan? This gift from the charity has been handmade by Andy McGowan. The silver bowl is inlaid with various coloured gemstones to match David's waistcoat. And to finish the bowl, there is a silver bear looking into it. A truly special piece for a truly special man. Thank you.
And some flowers for Jan.
Yeah.
David, would you like to say a few words?
I might struggle. Make a change. Yeah, I'm speechless now for the second time tonight. Thank you. Genuinely, I don't know what to say. I had my first job in the jewellery trade aged 17 in a shop, and just fell in love with the trade. I went away and worked for some larger companies for 3 or 4 years. I came back in to the trade at 23. I loved every minute of it. Our first date, I think, was perhaps at the NEC, when I romantically asked Jan if she would come and help me on the stand.
I said, no, I'll visit, but I'm not working.
I could go on forever. You all know I could go on forever about how wonderful this trade is. But the support that I've had throughout all of the work I've done with the Federation and the NAJ and the charity, you just can't do it by yourself. And only 2 people have ever said no to me, and I'll publish their names in my book when I'm done. But I can genuinely say, in all of my years of asking, only 2 people have ever said no to me. And I got them both back. So thank you very much indeed. This is so special. And without my beautiful wife, I couldn't have done it. So thank you very much.